Trojan. A Trojan horse is any malware that misleads users of its true intent by disguising itself as a standard program. Trojans are generally spread by some form of social engineering. For example, when a user is duped into executing an email attachment disguised to appear innocuous, or by clicking on a fake advertisement. The damage done by a Trojan horse depends on the specific malware, as this term only explains how it enters a computer. Unlike computer viruses and worms, Trojans generally do not attempt to inject themselves into other files or otherwise propagate themselves. Backdoor. A backdoor refers to any method by which authorized and unauthorized users are able to get around normal security measures. Once they're in, cybercriminals can use a backdoor to steal personal and financial data, install additional malware, and hijack devices. Malware. Everything that is intentionally designed to cause disruption to a computer, leak private information, gain unauthorized access to information or systems, deprive access to information, or which unknowingly interferes with the user's computer security and privacy is considerable as a malware. Virus. A computer virus is a type of malware that, when executed, replicates itself by modifying other computer programs and inserting its own code into those programs. If this replication succeeds, the affected areas are then said to be infected, just like with biological viruses. Viruses generally require a host program, writing its own code into it, and when the host program runs, executing its own code first, it causes infection and damage. It usually causes damage due to causing system failure, corrupting data, wasting computer resources, increasing maintenance costs, or stealing personal information. Worm. A computer worm is a standalone malware computer program that replicates itself in order to spread to other computers. Most of the time, it uses a computer network to spread itself, relying on security failures on the target computer to access it. When these new worm-invaded computers are controlled, the worm will continue to scan and infect other computers using these computers as hosts, and this behavior will continue, exponentially increasing its replication. Worms almost always cause at least some harm to the network, even if only by consuming bandwidth, whereas viruses almost always corrupt or modify files on a targeted computer. Many worms are designed only to spread and do not attempt to change the systems they pass through. Malvertising. It's the use of advertising on highly reputable websites to spread malware. This is done to push their attacks to web users who might not otherwise see the ads, due to firewalls or more safety precautions in general. They can be easily spread across a large number of legitimate websites without directly compromising those websites. The interesting thing about infections delivered through malvertising is that they do not require any user action, like clicking, to compromise the computer, and it does not exploit any vulnerabilities on the website. RAT. It stands for Remote Access Trojan, and it's a type of malware that remotely controls a computer through the internet. When your computer is ratted, the hacker can actually move your mouse, type stuff, look at your webcam and record it, etc. Most of the time, however, it stays silent and acts as a keylogger to gain your personal information.